Hey, good evening to you, everybody. How are you? It is good to see you, and it is good to be seen by you. Welcome, 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 one and all. And I hope you're having an absolutely terrific Tuesday. I, of course, am the one and only Bill Sylvie, aka the Dungeon Delver, coming to you live, loud and clear from an undisclosed location somewhere in the swamps of sunny Central Florida. And guys, welcome back. Welcome me back. I am so extremely happy to see everyone here now. Let's just do a little Delver roll call. Great old ones. Good to see you out there. You're going to be over here soon. John Collins, Joe Facetious, Dino the Enzite. Good to see you. Esnite, excuse me. Gary Bovey. Who else do we have out there? Daniel Rowan. And just want to make sure. What's my go-to class in race when starting 1E? If I have the stats, I'm human paladin every time. Every day. Well, paladin. I could just say paladin, right? Grimhammer. Wonderful to see you too. Jorge Reeb, Ion Farmer, Robert Santon, RPG Grandma. Everyone. Let's see. Jack Neller. DLF, still have your 1E books, then you're one of us. You're welcome, my friend. All are welcome, by the way. Dave Mills, good to see you. Bob Jester, but all are welcome. Even Zachary Melvin is welcome. But I am really glad you guys are here. We have some fun planned for tonight. Now, the last time we met, and I know this because the YouTube studio page was still up from the last time I did a live stream. But the last time we met, we were at a lowly 9,018 subscribers. Now we are at a strong 9125. We've grown over over 100 subscribers since last we met here in the Delver's Dungeon. So it's been like a whole year since we were all together. Well, maybe not that much. It feels like it was a month since I last streamed. And so you like hearing, did you know? Yeah, so I only dropped a couple of streams today, and I apologize for that, everyone. Just so busy. Every time I think I'm winding down from things, I find other stuff that kind of catches me up. Of course, we all heard about the passing of Gene Raby, and that was a shame. A pioneer in the field. One of those special breeds of people who helped create TTRPGs as we know it. Gene, you will be missed. You are loved. Yeah, only dropped a couple of shorts today, but they're getting right back in the slot tomorrow. We will carry on. We will carry through, and everything is going to be hunky dory. And I hope you guys are as excited about getting back to the table as possible. Do I have a lot to talk about with regard to page 3? Yes, I do. I actually have a 10-minute walkthrough video. It'll probably get edited down to less than that. But hey, Michael, Tuffin, let's, we're here to play D&D. We're here to be pretend elves on graph paper. So let's keep it focused on that around these parts if we could. So yeah, we are continuing on, guys. We are continuing on the march to 10,000 subscribers. I'm very hyped about that. M. Lewis, you met me at Page. That is awesome. That is something I do have to say. I do have to mention in passing. I did meet a few of you folks. I lost track, actually. I was like 6, 8, 9 of you guys. So if you're out there in the audience and you met me at Page, please give me a comment. Anyone can give me a comment. Speaking of comments, so maybe you're one of that over 100 people who has subscribed since last Thursday when I dipped out, and you're wondering what the heck is going on. What is it you do around these parts? That is called method 5, Adino. That is called method 5, by the way. So tonight we're going to play first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We are going to play first edition AD&D, just exactly as close to rules as written as we can get it. Now, maybe you're wondering when you say play AD&D. Yeah, that's right. Daniel Rowan was out there too. Guys, we don't rehearse, we don't do table reads, we don't have script reading sessions, we don't have writing sessions where we plot out what's going to happen in our AD&D games. We play first edition AD&D. The dice decide what's going to happen in our sessions, and we could get, let me tell you what, we could get 10 minutes into tonight's game and it's a TPK. And if that's the case, we roll up new characters and we start anew in a different part of the Greyhawk setting that I have got set up. So that is how we go, guys. You know, I don't have stuff plotted out to save this character or to make sure that other gets preserved and advanced forward. What we do, what we do have is an ongoing living campaign. And if you have any questions, guys, if you guys have any questions at all about rules, about what we're doing, about how we're doing it, I want you to ask right over here in the live chat, and I will answer your questions, because that's something you don't get that with other live streaming so-called actual plays run by big, they got the voice actors and the merch and the cartoon show deals, but they're cartoons for adults, whatever the heck that is. But you guys can ask questions, and I will do my level best to answer them. And if I don't answer them, someone in our group who's going to be joining us here in just a few minutes, one of them may answer your question. And if they don't, someone out there in audience land might, because folks, I have the smartest and the best looking of any of the 5-night-a-week classic TTRPG live stream shows right here on YouTube, and I will kill on that hill. So you know what? I've run my mouth enough about this, that, and the other. I'm going to put my headphones on, because that's how I do. I'm going to put my headphones on, and I'm going to welcome in our players, who are all most excellent folks. First up, if we go in order of seniority, I got to give special props to this guy. You can find his channel here on YouTube, by the way, at D&Disability. It is a fantastic channel. If you want some medieval studies history, if you want to talk TTRPGs, if you want to talk TTRPG gaming as someone with a disability, his is a fantastic channel to check out for all that cool stuff. So please check him out at D&Disability here on YouTube. Everybody, please welcome Thane Kyle as Holder the Cleric. And let's see, why is it not? There you are. How are you, my friend?
Hello, sir. I'm all right. The semester starts next week, so it's
right.
Ramping up.
So cue up Jump in the Fire by Metallica. Oh wait, I don't have that kind of licensing money. Cue up its nearest AI generated non-royalties rendition. But anyway, good luck to you, sir, and thanks as always for hopping on here with us. And I guess, speaking of people with a YouTube channel, it would be remiss if I did not bring on the next guy, who is also a veteran of Delver's Dungeon actual plays, although you guys mostly know him from our Friday night Sci-Fi Fridays. Well, guess what? He's moved into Tuesday as well. You can find him at Yang Yan Zhao 4 for comics talk, for creator talk, for all kinds of cool stuff. You absolutely should check him out. Everybody, please welcome Yang Yan Zhao as Fingers the Halfling Thief. Yang.
Evening.
How are you, my friend?
Cold.
Yes. It's a bit chilly across the north and central parts of the United States. I was quite snowed upon when I was up in Philly a few days ago, and I don't know how you guys do that. So
it's 8 degrees right now.
It's 8 degrees. That is at least 75 degrees less than I like. So, but it's wonderful to have you here, man. And of course, you and I and Dungeon Minister will be streaming this Saturday. The Nerd Council of Doom will be in session, launching our world takeover through pop culture sensibilities. And I'm looking forward to that. We got a lot to talk about. And to continue on, speaking of seniority and that sort of thing, this cat has no YouTube channel. He needs no YouTube channel, but what he brings to the table is an incredible vibe. I mean, he is really awesome. So everybody, please put your hands together for the one and only Gonzalo Lira's bar tab as Paul the Fighter.
One of us.
Absolutely. How you been, sir?
All right, and yourself?
I'm fine. You're up there in those frozen lands too, aren't you?
Middle of the country.
North of the world's spine mountains. But,
it was actually 50 degrees today. It wasn't too bad.
Oh, that's nice.
So let me just sandbag you right there. No, it was fine. There was absolutely nothing wrong with the weather.
Enough to turn the frost and snow into water, which will freeze solid tonight. So anyway, and last but not least, we switch back over to the YouTube front. We have our latest acquisition and addition to the game outside of Yang, I guess I should say. You can find him here on YouTube at Great Old Ones channel, where he talks D&D and other lesser TTRPGs. So everybody, please welcome Great Old Ones as Felderinth, the Ranger. What is up, sir? How are you?
Greetings, oh wonderful Dungeon Master, sir. Thank you very much for inviting me to the game.
Absolutely.
That gave me a reincarnation.
Brown noser.
Introduction.
Yeah, rest assured, I do not get that degree of appellation from Gonzalo, folks. He barely tolerates me. Anyway, gentlemen, last week, look at that, a super chat. Thank you for the super Grimhammer TPK jar offering and Gonzalo's counter tip, F Grimhammer Cope. Okay. I see there's a tipping war going on out there, but I appreciate you both. Thank you very much. So Daniel Rowan in southern central New Jersey, where I was darn close to this past weekend, 15 degrees Fahrenheit. If you pronounce it Appalachia, I'll throw an Appalachia. Okay. Chris Kane, good to see you. Orbital Air, good. Glad you're here. All right. So last week, you guys had encountered a couple of trolls near their lair, which was near your encampment, and you had fought them to a standstill. And that brings us to where we are this wonderful evening. You slew them, you burned their corpses, and we are now at the point where you are traveling still overland. You also had collected some gold from them. You had collected some gold from the trolls, and we pick up from there.
We're heading to Sutterham, correct?
We
you are
heading to Sutterham.
Yeah.
you are looking for the town or location, city, castle, stronghold. You don't know what it is of Sutterham. So continuing on as you go, that was in the evening when you encountered the trolls who had pushed their way up out of their warren to attack you. So day 4, as you are journeying on, and you estimate it's given that you are in the hills, and it is a rather tough area to go through on horseback. It's a bit slow going, so you may have a few more days of travel if Falderant's reckoning by the map and by the trails is anything to go by. You do occasionally find ancient bits of road through here back when the Pomarge was in the hands of decent folk and law held reign here, but it is rare that you find such places, as the beds are neglected and overgrown. But nonetheless, you press on through the cold early year weather, for it is the time of Needfest in Greyhawk. Not that there's much of a festival going on right now.
Bill.
Yes.
So, I guess just as a statement for the party while we're traveling, does anybody else need additional healing?
I do not. You healed me up last time.
Yeah. I thought there was somebody who was still a couple of points shy.
Affirmative, down 5.
Affirmative. Okay, so then just while we're traveling, I know Bill likes it if I go ahead and roll it out. So day 2, there you go. You got your 5 back. Anybody else?
Nope.
Bill, did we forget that NPC cleric's name?
His name is Alderweg.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is that it?
That is it. His name
Okay.
is Alderweg.
Cool.
And
What
real
else? I
talk,
can't recall.
so
What?
that we
Go ahead.
avoid the near-death experience that happened last time, would we rather I prep neutralize poison instead of sticks to snakes?
I mean, it makes the difference between if someone lives or not. Sticks to snakes, less so. But we can't, I don't know how often we're going to encounter poison.
That's the thing. Like, I will always use sticks to snakes.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. And honestly, the new guy is the one who's probably going to be saving for against poison every week. So I don't really care as much.
Oh, okay.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Keep that in
Yang, I'll
mind.
leave it to you then. I'm not usually one to be entirely preemptive with my spells like that, but we've had, I think, 3 thieves die to poison. So do you want to be the 4th one?
Oh boy.
Well, at least one of them drank the poison. So, like, that wasn't like,
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess we could hold off on opening any chests. But if we come on locked doors, that might be a rough situation.
I'll just prep neutralize poison and lament the loss of my snakes.
I'm sure we will lament it.
Question, Bill. Actually,
Yes.
real question. If
Yes.
Does delay poison allow the person a second save?
Slow poison. So that's a good question. And let's go ahead and take let's have a quick gander at slow poison.
Yeah, because if that's it was called delay poison in later editions.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Because
So
if it allows another save, I mean, I'll just do that.
So here's what slow poison does. When this spell is placed upon a poisoned individual, it greatly slows the effects of any venom, even causing a supposedly dead individual to have life restored if it is cast on him within a number of turns less than or equal to the level of experience of the cleric. What While this spell does not neutralize the venom, it does prevent it from substantially harming the individual for the duration of its magic. And its duration is 1 hour per level. So in your case, that would be 7 hours?
7 hours, yeah.
7 hours. Okay. So, but each turn, the poison creature will lose 1 hit point, although they'll never drop below 1 hit point. Thus, in the example above, so neutralized poison is the one that permits a non-savable poison saving throw. Let's look at that.
Okay.
I believe, and I want to make sure.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I don't choose new spells until the next day, so because I'd happily get rid of chant as an example in favor of slow poison. I think that would be fine, but I'd have to stock 2 of them basically to buy you the time you would need to save your butt, since I refresh mine in the evening.
Well, whatever you guys think is best. I'm open to pick up like a neutralized poison potion at the next town or something.
Yeah, I tried looking for those, and you get what you get.
I think it's reasonable to expect that the best spells that can deal with poison will be memorized if we are going to ask a thief burglar to do the things we ask them to do.
Yeah. But man, sticks to snakes is nice. Oh well, yeah. All right, I'll just pack neutralized poison then.
Alrighty. So, resting through the night and getting up your spells, you head out on the dawn of the 4th day, going along. Let's see. So you are all riding along, and yes, Robert Santon, please hit that like button, guys. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast sticks to snakes. Alrighty, so just gotta get my dice tray. There we are. Oh, all right. So as you're going along, I'm not sure what your riding order is. There are paths aplenty where you can move generally as kind of a group where no one has to be in the rear, or you don't have to go single file or what have you.
I would say Paul and Crinit would probably be leading the way.
Okay, fair enough. So let's see. Crinit nudges you and says, "Did you see that?" And she points ahead along the trail, and there's nothing there.
I immediately raise my hand for the party to stop and just sit there and listen.
All right.
Fingers, you hear anything?
Go ahead and roll. Well, actually, I'll roll. Yes, actually, Yang, Fingers does hear something. Fingers hears faint sound of something rustling in nearby underbrush, maybe a pebble clattering down somewhere.
And that's ahead of us, right?
Ahead and off to the left, yeah.
I'm looking at him. Does he point?
Sure, he will do the 2 fingers pointing motion. There's something up there in the underbrush.
I'm gonna hop down and tell Crinit to come with me and look at Faldarinth.
Yeah, I'll scan around, looking off the side of the path for any tracks or anything identifying.
We'll try to flush out whatever is in there.
Okay, so you are moving in that direction. Knees bent, running about, and all that jazz. You hear a low growling noise as you get close.
Okay.
Can I identify it?
I tell you what, give me a percentage dice roll.
Oh well, we're toast. Hold on.
Told you not to bring him along.
Absolutely, you can identify it. It is a canine growl. It is not lupine. It is not vulpine. It is definitely canine. It is definitely some kind of dog. And let's see what the order is here.
It's not giant weasels.
No, it's not giant weasels. Give me a D10 roll. A D10 roll. Give me a D6 roll, please, TK.
Okie dokie. Nope, that's a D6 and a D20. I don't want that. There you go.
A 6. All right. And a 1. Wow. Okay, so you guys, you kind of have the drop on whatever this is, because suddenly appearing, just blinking into existence around you, there are a number of canines.
But they're harmless.
Yes, there's nearly a dozen of them, of various size, noble looking beasts, square head, long snout, some kind of sporting dog, except the fact that they just teleported in your general proximity. And yes, that is what they do.
Did Paul see these ever before? When I wasn't controlling him with the party or anything?
No, Paul has never seen these before.
Okay.
And they are actually behind you guys. You sort of heard this snap. You look over your shoulders, and there they sit, regarding you, sort of sniffing the air. They're big. Think like a yellow lab that's like 3 feet tall at the shoulder. And they're kind of regarding you all very warily.
I lower my weapon, and they look like dogs, right?
They look like dogs, correct.
Paul will put his hand out and let one of them sniff his hand.
Okay. Crinit is just watching in amazement. She's never seen dogs that can teleport. Neither has your magic user Roy. He is kind of also watching in amazement. What is Holder doing?
I am waiting and once again encouraging my party with gentle reminders that violence is not always the best answer.
Okay. How about you, oh good ranger? What is your play here?
Again, being not as aggressive or anything as possible, a neutral stance. I'll call out to them. Greeting, young friends.
not in an aggressive way. Alderweg is making a holy sign, basically the equivalent of crossing himself at this somewhat miraculous appearance. And how about Fingers? What is Fingers doing? These dogs are bigger than you.
Pretty much. He is. I think he's just looking over at the ranger, like, you gonna do something?
All right. So they regard you for a moment. They're still kind of wary, sort of arranging themselves in a semicircle. Some of them disappear and reappear a few feet away.
Do I have anything
Back and
suitable that
forth.
a dog would eat?
I mean, yeah, you've got rations. You know, you got
Some
hard
kind of smoked meat or
sausages and
something?
yeah, jerky, stuff like that.
I have yet to see human food most dogs won't eat.
True.
Pretty much.
I will
And
take. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, and as I have molded these things on Labradors, I can pretty much guarantee you don't have anything they won't eat.
Gotcha. Well, good. Then they're sure to like my rat jerky that I have for my rations, and I'll toss a little of it, or I'll actually hold it out and see if one of them will come to me. If he won't, I'll toss it towards him.
The largest of them winks out, winks back in, soft mouths the jerky out of your hand, quickly winks out and winks back in, and is now a few yards away, wagging its tail.
I will do doggy talk to it a little bit. They seem to be dogs, is what Paul says, so I'm treating them like dogs.
You're doing doggy talk to it a little
Who's
bit.
a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Okay.
I think we should all give them some of our food
Yes, give them
before
food.
they decide we are chew toys. One of the two.
Okay, well, the smaller ones that are still large for dogs, they stay back, but the larger one who took the jerky from you growls and yips at the others, and yeah, they're all teleporting in and taking any offered food if anyone else is following suit.
Sure, Fingers will give part of a ration to one.
All right. They grab Fingers and no, I'm kidding. Just teleport away with a halfling. At north of the Rockies, yes, don't give them chocolate.
Holder, what are these?
How do I know?
Well,
I do know one thing though. I'm going to grab a stick and throw it.
Do I know what they are?
Yes, you have not seen these before, but you have heard of these. They are commonly referred to as blink dogs. They
I will
are
explain that to the group. Yeah.
They are very good-natured creatures. They are highly prized as companions and pets among very well-heeled nobles. Generally speaking, when raised domestically, they make, because of their generally friendly nature, they make really poor guard dogs. But they can be trained to it. They're more companion animals. They're fiercely loyal, and they seem to be rather pleased. Now, as far as throwing the stick, let's see. Roll percentile dice, if you would, there, TK.
Sure. Do you want?
I see what you did there, North.
My charisma doesn't affect anything. I got a 91.
Okay. A couple of the young ones like start running. They get about 3 feet, wink out, and then like 2 of them wink back into existence at the stick's altitude, and tumble to the ground. And now they're having a rather adorable, if playful tug of war over the stick. One of the larger ones teleports over there and just kind of lays down on top of them.
See, I don't need to know anything else. They're dogs.
They're dogs.
They seem to be, other than this ability.
Fingers will dismount, and
Okay.
he'll go with the other half of his ration. He will go to whichever one looks the most rideable, and he'll try to feed it the ration, and then give him some head scratches.
Oh shit! Paul slowly backs away. Crinit and I will go guard the perimeter.
Okay.
Do we all have copies of Crom?
All right. So yeah, you reach out to touch. You kind of hear that whoosh of air, and there is another large one, and it's, let's see. Well, I tell you what, roll a d6 for me, Yang.
All right. Hopefully this is an initiative.
All right.
2.
What is your armor class?
5.
All right. Okay. You reach out to touch, and there's like a tug on your cloak. And there's kind of a large one sitting there holding the hem of your cloak in its mouth, looking at you like, I would prefer you not do that.
I will move my hand away from petting the other one, and I will do the little, put my fingers not too close to its face, but close enough for it to sniff me.
The one that just grabbed your cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
but I'm not touching.
All right. It whiffles at your fingers and sniffs and kind of growl barks something at the little one that was eating your rations, and they both and then disappear. They disappear and reappear a few yards away.
I think Fingers will remount his donkey.
Alrighty. So yeah, the blink dogs don't seem to be particularly bothered by you. They appreciate the food. They regard you, you know, that Labrador way. The ears kind of boxed a little bit, sitting and staring, waiting to see if you guys say or do anything else, it seems.
We have any... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, whenever we decide to leave, Fingers will say to them, "You can come if you want."
Okay.
Well, let's do this. Let's mount up and slowly ride away, and let's whistle to them and see if they follow. And if they don't, they don't.
They can bark if they want to. They can leave their friends behind.
Okay. As you guys begin to do that, the largest one teleports in front of the group and begins to slowly paw at the ground in front of you, but not like just digging at it, like he's making a shape in the soil in front of you.
Ooh, what shape is he making?
Yeah, look at the shape he's making.
All right, so the blink dog draws a square. He draws a winding line a few feet in front of the square. He draws an X next to that winding line and runs in a broad circle around the party and puts his paw on the X. He then walks over to where the square is and puts his paw there, knocks his ears back, lowers his head, and shows his fangs and growls.
Okay, does this match anything on our map?
And then turns and looks up the path ahead, the direction you're going, then turns back around and repeats that. There's nothing on your map that indicates that.
Just quick recap. You said puts his paw on the X and then put his paw on what?
He put his he put his paw on the X after he walked around you guys.
Right. Yep.
Then he walks over to the square that he roughly drew on the ground with another paw, puts his paw on that, and then does a very fierce looking face and shakes his head. And there's nothing on your map that marks that.
It seems to me like he's warning us of something.
Is the town that we're going to, is it next to a river?
No. Not that you're aware.
It's a square with a winding line. Is the line curved or is it jagged?
He just drew kind of a winding line leading to the square.
Okay, so something leading to the square, maybe a road a few feet in front of the square with an X next to the winding line. He runs in a broad circle around us and put his paw on the X.
Mm-hmm.
And walks
To me, it just sounds like there's an ambush coming up ahead from like on the road.
Yeah, I mean something is ahead, and they're trying to warn us about it. And you know, but other than continuing in this direction, unless Falderan knows of a back way or can take us around the area, I don't know what we can do about it.
I'm pretty sure we could probably parallel the path for a little while.
Yeah, I mean that I'd be happy to let Falderan try to lead us around a perceived ambush. I mean, there's obviously some sort of path or road here, right?
Yeah, I mean there's a track.
Okay.
It's Falderan. It has told you go this way, go that way, go between these boulders. Falderan can see the track. You guys are like, this is just trackless hills. What are you following? But you trust his ranger instincts.
Right. So I mean, I guess that's all we can really.
The party failed. Yeah.
What's that? What'd you say?
And there's where the party failed.
Right. No, I mean, I trust your judgment. I trust you to try to at least use the terrain to try to get us around obvious ambush sites. But the square seems like a man-made shape to me. The X might be something that they have intelligence enough to make. I don't think that's meant to be a letter. It's marking a location, I think. And the line is something that a dog can conceive of, but a square is a human. That's a humanoid or human shape. So I think that's some fortification or city, or it could be any human-made thing. Could be a house. So I would think that it's on the path to whatever that is. It's probably the city we're looking for. So if we can take the long way around to the city, I defer to your judgment. What do you think, Holder? Fingers?
I leave it up to the ranger. Outdoors are more his area.
I agree.
Do we want to see what that square is, or do we want to try and have them lead us around it?
I don't know if I don't know if we can communicate to them. Do we have a spell or anything that allows us to communicate mentally or verbally with them?
No, but they just drew us a picture. We could probably add to that picture.
Okay. Yeah. Give it a shot.
Do we want to go to it or go around it? That's the question.
I mean, I think we want to go. The X is next to to what I'm going to call the road, and I would take that to be the place of the ambush. That's how I interpret it. If other people have different interpretations, let me know. So I would say if we can draw a line around the X, ending at the square, right?
He pawed at the X, ran around us like the X was us. Then when he got around to the other end, pawed at the block, right? At the square.
Right.
So he's pointing something. I think the X would be us where we're at in relationship to the
That's true.
square.
Yeah. Yeah. But we don't have any other. There's no other sign. I'm gonna reach while we're talking. I'm gonna reach over if he'll let me and scratch him behind the ear so he knows we're still engaged with him. If he doesn't let me,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah.
But
I mean, again, he's 3 feet tall at the shoulder. You don't have to lean over far.
yeah,
to
yeah,
yeah.
he's not afraid of me. At least I don't think he is. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a reasonable interpretation of it as well. But unfortunately, that just gives us and the square, and unless the square is the ambush, which it could be, right? We're in the Pomarge, which is essentially the same quote unquote country where the stockade that we destroyed was, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this is another city in the Pomarge. It's reasonable to assume the entire economy of this country is wrapped up in their slave trade, right?
It you know that the Pomarge has fallen to humanoid forces. So yes, whatever goes on here is likely
Right.
there's nothing, there will not be anything good in the Pomarge until the last orc, goblin, hobgoblin, whatever is
Gotcha.
put to the sword.
We're not gonna get to the end here and find a welcoming place, I don't think. So I think they're worried about us going to what our destination is, Sutterham, given that there's no other marker on here to indicate any other actual danger.
Well, let's press on then, but go at a reduced pace and scout ahead as much as we possibly can if it is an ambush we're coming up to.
Yep. Be cautious and let the ranger take the lead. Also, Fingers, I don't think it's a good idea anymore for you to head in and try to act like a traveler and gather information. I don't think you should go in there by yourself.
All right, then.
All right, so the blink dogs regard you as you go along. They the leader kind of in a canine, again, not in a wolf-like way, gives kind of a friendly howl as you ride along, and then they disappear.
Wave to him.
All right.
Well, that was pleasant.
As Kabuki said, it's the cutest session of D&D she's ever tuned into. I aim to please, guys. I aim to please. It's not always violence and mayhem, as Grimhammer said there. He craves violence and mayhem. So you ride on through the better part of the day, and evening starts to come. Now, do I understand it correctly that our good ranger Faldarinth, you are going ahead? Are you riding far ahead of the party? Are you just like a little bit on point? How are you doing?
Yeah, a little bit on point. I want them at least be able to keep an eye on me. I'll probably walk next to my mount, not ride it.
Okay.
And scan, looking for tracks, looking for anything I might think might be an obvious.
If you're not going to ride your horse, would you like me to take its reins while you scout ahead?
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
All right. Roll percentile dice, please, if you would.
Here we go. Here's TPK.
Percentile dice. TPK, total percentile kill.
Hey.
Good Lord, your dice are on fire. That is great. Yes, you can see, even in the gloaming, in the cold winter darkening very quickly behind the hills, you can see cart ruts, booted footprints. Many people have passed through this area as you walk slowly and examine the soil. So
Following
yes.
the track, or are these going off?
Going this direction, more or less in the track. There's some coming back out. So it looks like this is a causeway.
So maybe we are then approaching our destination. Possibly.
Sitterham.
Yeah.
So the road kind of rises a bit. You think maybe it dips down on the other side of a bit of a pass. The hills are kind of rising up on either side as you go.
All righty. Scan the hills and stuff at the same time. I'm looking around. You know, I am a half elf. The gloam does not bother me as much as
I'm going to wave if in case he looks back. I'm not going to say anything, but if he looks back, I'm waving to him.
So,
and the gloam never bothered you anyway. Yeah. All right.
So is this when I reveal that I'm the party traitor, or is that later on?
Please do that. Please. You don't want none of this 1800.
Paul grabs fingers by the ankles and beats you to death with him.
I believe it.
All right, that's way too many dice. All right, so somebody get the patch kit. Gonzalo sprang a leak.
Yeah.
All right, so as you are looking about, you can see that there is a distinct set of footprints, hobbed boots, small size, that lead up to the left, up to very low bluffs. You know, I said the road rises and there's kind of hill peaks on either side of the track. One set of footprints winds up and leads upwards to the left in that direction, and you can just make out, you think, figures maybe 30 or 40 yards in that direction.
Got it. So here's where I will hold my hand up, wave them to stop, and then slow backtrack back to the party and inform them of what I saw ahead, and we can plan.
All right.
That sounds like our ambush site. It's 2 hills on each side of the road.
Right. There's 2 hills on each side of the road, and you again, Faldarinth, you can see a track that goes up towards one of them, and you can make out some figures up there.
So we could come around maybe the backside of it through the woods. I don't know if we want to do this when it's getting dark.
Let's split the party.
Yeah.
Please, I beg of you, please.
No, we are all going together.
I bet y'all wish I had sticks to snakes prep now.
Let's wait and see how much poison they have. Everything here is absolutely going to be coated in poison.
Yep, all the plants are poison ivy and poison oak. Yeah,
the dirt's poison.
I'm not gonna waste to neutralize poison on poison ivy though. You can just scratch. It's fine. I can begin chanting though, since it takes 10 minutes to work up to the full chant. So
I think we want to try to surprise these guys.
I don't have to chant loudly.
Can we surprise with him chanting?
No, not if he's close enough for the chant to help.
Okay.
But but beginning the chant now, you are correct. It's not like, you have to go full Luciano Pavarotti and climb on a rock and start shouting at the top of your lungs.
Let's go around to that side where you saw the tracks, and let's rush that side. There's likely to be whatever this is. You said hob boots. It's likely to be hobgoblins or orcs.
Well, I mean, hob boots just means the soles are nailed on, and the nails are like cleats on the bottom.
And he said of a smaller size, so possibly goblins.
Yeah,
possibly.
So let's try to rush one side. And the other side will make the other side come to us. If they come to us, we'll have the high ground on the hill. They'll have the high ground, but we have surprise. What do you guys think?
Star Wars taught me not to do the high ground thing. Yeah.
What taught you not to do that?
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Okay.
Yeah, but Star Wars is stupid.
Yes, it is.
Well, as far as the fight choreography goes, the story is great. It's an opera. But actually, it's a space opera. But why don't I just cast? Why don't we close like half the distance and I cast Bless and Prayer? How about that?
So
I
what
mean,
does it look like on the hills? Do I think I can bring us around, maybe not up the path, but around the backside of it, or off a few dozen
The
yards or so
bluffs
away?
here are pretty steep. I mean, I'm not saying you can't climb up, but you would probably need someone to fix a rope to help you assail.
Okay. So it's
So
got to
there's not
be
like a
a
path to it?
frontal assault up the path then.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. There's some kind of path for the, unless they climbed a ladder to get up there.
why don't we just avoid it altogether? Just go around.
I mean, there's that. We could certainly try to do that.
Where's the fun in that?
It's leaving. If we have to leave this area in a hurry, then they're going to be here waiting for us. Would be my number one argument against doing that.
I would also agree that even if we pass these guys, let's say we pass these guys for another half day's march, they're now a half day behind us. They can close that gap. I don't like that.
Yeah,
right.
I understand your point, Fingers. I don't disagree. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying we seem to have the jump on them for now, unless we keep talking about this.
Yeah. Let's close a bit, and I'll cast Bless and Prayer, and we can move in.
Yeah, we'll align ourselves with get as close as we can to see the path, so we have an idea of what the path upward is, and then we're gonna bum rush them, Crinit and I, followed by whoever else is gonna come up with us.
Okay. So you create your plan, you begin to execute your plan, and so Crinit and Gonzalo, you're going up there. What about our ranger? What is Falderinth doing?
Well, I mean, if we're going to move on them, I mean, they wanted to take the lead as the rush goes, so I'll just follow along.
Okay. And as you depart, Roy says, "Let me know if you want me to blow the top of that hill off."
I don't think that'll be necessary this time.
But it might.
It might.
It might.
Hey Roy, how about Roy can keep an eye on the other hill? Because if they do all like start, raining arrows or something from the other hill, we can point the ballistic missile at that hill.
Good idea.
Yeah, you're down there with Roy, so you can tell him that.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna move up with you guys because I'm gonna cast Bless and Prayer as I said, and then I'm gonna follow that with a spiritual hammer.
Nice.
All right. So, Paul, you and Crinit begin to move up the path. You're going along, and as you get closer, you can start to pick out some details. It appears that on the top of this hill, there was perhaps some kind of small watchtower. It is almost completely destroyed, except for a low wall that partially encircles top of the hill with an opening that the path leads up to. It was almost certainly destroyed in the depredations that caused the overthrow of the Pomarge. But as you move forward, you can hear voices. You can hear the rough voices of goblin kind in the space beyond. Does Paul speak Goblin?
I don't know. Let me see.
Well, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll a d6. Let's see.
No alignment language. Well, no, I don't know what I have. Let me see. My intelligence is 11, so I don't think I get extra languages.
Yeah, no, you get alignment and like maybe one other. But if somebody in the audience wants to check that out, that's fine. For now, you don't, and neither does Crinit. You just you've heard goblin-y voices before, and you recognize them. So as you're moving up. Let's see.
Oh, I just did want to also say real quick, if there's room to the side of the path we're going to be doing that because
Okay.
I don't want to fall in a trap if there's one right in the middle of the path.
All right.
It'd probably be easier just to scale the ruined wall.
Okay. I'm reminded of what was Leo McKern's character name in Lady Hawk when he had his ruined castle all configured with
Oh,
traps
yeah. The old
Imperious.
priest guy. Yeah.
Imperious, yes.
My God, I just
I'm a
rewatched that
priest,
movie.
not an engineer. Proceeds to like make the bridge collapse and doors fall in and stuff. Love it.
Okay, so wait, do people like that movie? You brought it up, so I just rewatched that, and that thing is a barnacle on the whole of the '80s fantasy movies. So people like that movie? Is that what I'm hearing?
That movie is an
I love
amazing
that
movie,
movie.
hampered by a soundtrack.
Okay,
the soundtrack's the only problem with the movie.
Okay,
Anyway.
I'm gonna die. Paul's gonna die.
You hear the click of a ballista being released.
Oh God!
Shunk. All right. So as you approach, you make a bit of noise, and all the chatter stops. And nearest to the opening, you can now see the sallow face of a hobgoblin turn and face you, and his eyes go wide. You have 3 segments of surprise. You are, I'm going to say, 10 yards away from them, but this is considered out of doors movement. So yes, this hobgoblin and likely whoever is within the space beyond are completely surprised by you and Crinit. Crinit draws her sword and begins to rush forward. She will basically use her surprise segments to cover the distance between yourselves and the hobgoblins. What is Paul doing?
Is there actual wall that keeps them in here, and there's just a door here that's the only way out, that as far as I can see?
Well, there's an opening, but yes, it's
okay.
At this point, it's a low stone wall.
Right, but they have to basically go in and out of that.
Yeah.
And how wide is it?
The opening, it's 8 feet wide.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up with Crinit with the same intention, but I say plug the passage, plug the hole.
Okay. All right. She's got her shield up and she's moving accordingly. By the way,
sorry, I was going to shout so everyone knows we're attacking.
All right. Okay. Question from Jorge was, is there a list of languages for Greyhawk? Yes. If you have the folio or the box set, there is a list. Gary kind of liked the idea of having, different languages, even for different regions of Greyhawk. Common in the far west is different from common in the far east. You've got the old Seul language, you've got the old Flanish languages. So yes, it can vary some if you want to spice up your Greyhawk campaign a little bit. All right, so
they are blessed and prayer is active, right?
Yes. Okay, you told me you were doing that.
Then I will cast. Have I already cast Spiritual Hammer or not yet?
It didn't take them that many rounds, but you can be doing that right now.
That's fine. I'll cast it now.
Okay. All right. So you both move in to block, and as you get up there, finishing up your surprise rounds. Runeward asked Nova Scotia about my shirt here. This was a gift gotten for me by some family who traveled up there. So you can see now, nearest the door is a hobgoblin. They're looking out over the edge of this broken tower down into the section of path that it is parallel to. There are a few goblins armed with bows, and a couple of larger hobgoblins are lounging in the middle of the space around a charcoal fire. They're armed with crossbows. You basically finished your round of surprise. There's also, I should point out, You can see now in the dim reddish light of the coals, but only just. This is obviously kept very low for good reason. There's a shield hanging by a rope, likely to be meant to be used as a gong. So you've moved into this space. It's maybe 30 feet in diameter. 3 hobgoblins total, 1 close to you in Crinit, 2 close about 20 feet away near the middle, and then you've got 4 goblins armed with bows peeking over the side, looking down into the valley track that leads next to it. So what are we going to do? Group, we'll start with Paul. Crinit turns and grins at the hobgoblin next to her and laughs and says, "You die now." So Paul, what are you going to do?
Is it just the one hobgoblin there?
Just the one hobgoblin nearest you two, yes.
Okay. And is there any hobgoblin between me and the gong?
No, the gong is kind of to the left. It's behind one of the hobgoblins squatting next to the charcoal fire.
I'm going to run to the gong and defend it against anyone ringing it.
All right. So yeah, I mean, it could bring lots of hobgoblins that would kill you guys. So run to the gong, run for your life. All right. Meanwhile, downstairs, you have Roy pacing back and forth. And he's like, I just want to blow something up. Alderweg is handling his prayer beads, ready to lend assistance where he can. And that brings us, of course, to a spiritual hammer being cast. And what is our ranger doing? What are you up to there?
See them spurred to action. I'll definitely run in behind as well, bow in hand. And if anything is moving towards that shield/gong, I am going to shoot it, unless it's a party member.
All right. So you are spending this round moving up the track towards the guard post. Let's go ahead and roll initiative, and you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll start at the very beginning. That's a very good place to start. TK, roll initiative for us on a D6, please.
Yep. And am I reading that right? Spiritual hammer has a range of 30 yards outside?
Yes, that is correct.
Nice.
All right, so hobgoblin nearest Crinit slashes at Crinit, and she brings her shield up. The two sitting by the fire pivot and shoot their crossbow bolts at Paul. One misses. The second one misses. 4 hobgoblins now aware of goblins rather, now aware of what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fire their bows at Paul. And
-1.
That is correct. So yeah, the air thickens with missiles zipping past you, Paul, as you spring over piles of rubble, deflect a couple with your shield, and rush towards the gong. So you spend your action moving.
The archers.
The one nearest you will actually, the two nearest the fire, they drop their crossbows, draw their scimitars, and turn to confront you. The others are shooting at you again with their second volley of arrows. And one of those becomes a 19. Your armor class is what?
I believe it's 1 now. Let me. Yes, 1.
All right, so that is a 1. I am going to need
2 spells on me as well. The cleric spells.
Yes.
Bless and what was the other one?
Prayer.
Yeah.
All right, so 1 -1. That one will miss also. It connects with you, but it prangs off your breastplate. So so yeah, they are drawing short swords and moving up. You have one of them rushing over towards you, or possibly the gong. You're not sure, but 3 are rushing up to do battle with Crinit. End of the round, Falderenth, you get up there. You're standing next to Crinit. You see the general melee going on in there. A flash goes by you guys as you see what appears to be a small silver hammer moving of its own volition. The only target you can see from where you are, Holder, is the hobgoblin, which Crinit and Falderenth are doing battle with. So you may attack that one from where you currently are. Let's roll initiative, and it goes over to Fingers. What is Fingers doing, by the way? Okay.
So he's still at the bottom of the hill, or
Yes.
Can he use can he see any of the hobgoblins from where he is?
You can see the one that Crinit and of course Falderenth are fighting.
Is he in range to hit with a sling?
Yes. You can
then
you
I
take
will sling him.
All right. You will sling him. So go ahead and roll initiative for us. I got a 2.
Ooh.
Party got a 1. So he swings that heavy scimitar. He's really just fighting Crinit at this point. A 16. He has 1 + 16. That will actually connect with Crinit. But it is but a scratch, albeit a wicked one. So 3 goblins have now rushed up. So we're gonna do 2 attacks. 2 attacks on Crinit, miss, and let's see, 17, miss and miss, and 2 attacks on, or 1 attack on Falderenth. Sorry. That misses. And we've got 1, 2. The purple are the short sword attacks. I'm sorry, the purple are the scimitar attacks, and the black is a short sword attack. All these are going on Paul. That is a bunch of misses. So clattering off of your armor.
We're invincible. No comeuppance.
All right. TK, roll your spiritual hammer attack on this hobgoblin, please.
I get a +3 now because of my level, which is nice. So 17, which as a cleric, I'm pretty sure hits.
Chonk, yes.
And then sadly, I get no bonus to damage because that's the way spiritual hammer works, but 5.
He gets his bell rung. Go ahead and do your sling attack on him, if you would, please, Yang.
All right. Oh, 5.
Skips off the boulders nearby, but that's okay. Let's see. I will roll for Crinit. She misses. Go ahead and make your attack, if you would, please. Great old ones.
Alrighty. Where is my D20?
Lower right on the tray, I believe.
I do not see a D20.
It's all the way on the right.
That's one my 00 is.
It's just to the right of that.
Sometimes it depends on what dice set you're using. Like for me, mine's all messed up.
Also,
Yeah, I'm
also
using
true.
the deep.
All right.
Where? All right.
You know,
I can roll it for you if you need me.
Dungeons and Dragons tech support bit you can play while old people are figuring out where their stuff is.
Let me get back to bees. I will put bees back in there. There we go.
The bees?
Yeah.
You summon the bees.
Ah,
A bee bit my butt. Now my butt's big.
Bears beats
oh, of course.
Battlestar Galactica. Okay. So a 9, that becomes a total of 11.
Thank you so much.
You
I
are
have
shooting at
no dexterity bonus.
You might still get the +2, one from chant or one from prayer and one from bless though.
That's what it
yes,
said.
yeah.
That's why he said.
Yeah, so total of 11. Let's see. No, they're not blink dogs anymore, Bill. These are hobgoblins. Dogs that blinks and goblins that hob. All right, yeah. Unfortunately, his scale armor turns that. Gonzalo, do something terrible to one of these one of these horrible goblins or hobgoblins. It's up to you. Which are you attacking?
Okay, so whatever it looks if there's one within melee range that looks in the best position to ring the gong, that's who I'm attacking.
All right, so
and I get a +3 for strength, and then I don't know if the spells give me any bonus to hit.
Yes, right now, but just roll a d20. You don't even need the bonuses. Go ahead and do your damage.
These are not large, right?
No, the largest of them are just man-sized.
Okay, and are they under 1 hit die?
No, the hobgoblins. If you're attacking a goblin, he's under 1 hit die. If you're focusing on the hobgoblins, they are 1+1.
Okay,
so
just whoever can ring the bell or ring the gong. That's who I'm trying to stop. Okay, so this +6.
All right.
Come on.
Yes, you basically start at his left shoulder and end at his right hip, and you have turned this hobgoblin into 2 half hobgoblins.
I scream loudly when I do it. So far, they've seen everything they've thrown at us bounce off us miraculously, and I just slew one of them, and I scream. So I'm just thrown out there for if they had morale checks. That's all.
All right. You guys out there talking about rush bands? Isn't there some prog rock trio from Canada? I'm not really up on that.
Rod Torfeson's Armada featuring Herman Menderchuk.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I feel like such a loser.
Ding 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 ding.
There you go. Okay, so
The fact that you got that based on Bill's hint is impressive.
Yeah, because his hint was nowhere in the park for what they sound like.
It wasn't. All right, so it's a new round. The hobgoblins are and goblins are raising all kind of hell.
New round
to fight
or second shot go?
Second shot.
Ranger.
Bow. I get bow.
Oh, you're shooting a bow. I thought you were in melee.
No. I'm shooting at whatever is
sorry.
not in melee, and whoever is running at the gong. That's what I'm shooting at. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're firing to. I'm so sorry. Okay. Yes, take your second shot. You may take your second shot.
There is much loosing of arrows.
18. That will hit, and the one nearest the gong was actually the goblin. So yeah, you put a cloth yard shaft. Which, for those of you who are curious, this is a cloth yard. That is exactly 1 cloth yard in length. We know this because that's what it is. So go ahead and take your roll your damage.
Bam.
Yeah, he's reaching up. He's actually leaning back with a short sword. You're not sure if this is being aimed at Paul or if this is being aimed at the gong. It matters not, because you pin him to the stump of a wooden pillar, like right through the throat. He staggers back and just
Nice.
just gargles out goblin blood. It's not pretty. So there is
All right.
1 hobgoblin left There are 3 goblins and 1 hobgoblin all fighting Crinit right now. So that makes a total of humanoids in toto. There are 5 in the in the tower. All right, in the new round, Yang, are you going to sling again?
If I can still see him, yes.
Yeah, he's fighting right at that the edge of the doorway. He's fighting with Crinit. He's about Crinit size. You might prang Crinit, but you got to take your shot. So how about Falderant? Do you have slain your target? Are you switching? Are you drawing melee? Are you turning to fight the one that's fighting Crinit? What are you doing? Ones rather that are fighting Crinit. Great old ones. You're muted if you're talking.
I might as well. Well, I mean, if there's nobody left to shoot at, I might as well just set the bow aside and draw a weapon and engage. Right? I don't want to shoot a coworker.
Probably a good idea. Paul, you going to try and put this hobgoblin out of your misery?
Yes.
All right. I'm guessing spiritual hammer.
I'm going to move and throw. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you got your controller out. All right. Let's see. Left trigger and right stick forward. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead and roll initiative. And this is to I don't think Great Old Ones is a roll initiative tonight. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. All right.
I got a 1. It would be hard for you guys to do worse.
This
Anyone
is my
can do it.
Talking about here. I will roll a 0.5. Oh, a 5. Okay, close enough.
A 3. He rolled 3.
3.
All right. So you got a 5. Party goes first. Missile fire goes first, and I think we will start off with the good halfling fingers. Show them how it's done.
We got too many people talking about Canadian bands in the chat. They should be talking about how awesome we're doing tonight. None of that in the chat.
Right.
All right. So 16 will hit. Let's roll. You have a target rich environment up there. So I'm going to say there's a very, very low chance that you actually pranged Crinit here. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, she's fine. So go ahead and roll your damage with Sling Stone, Yang.
One band that is Canadian that doesn't deserve to be is the Dead South. They have a Southern saw that outdoes some Southern bands I've heard. It's really impressive.
Okay, so Crinit attacks Hobgoblin. That becomes a 13. This time she hits. This time she didn't forget the gravy. But she merely gives him a healthy jab. All right, spiritualized hammer.
Let's see. 6.
6. Okay, that's not gonna hit. Go ahead. You're bringing it around. You're gonna bring it around. Smack him in the back of the head. All right. Roll your attack, Paul. Do something terrible here, or do something terrible. That is in fact terribly.
But I still got a lot of pluses. I get +3 for strength and then the spells.
Yeah, but you know how it is. All right.
No,
so
I don't.
Well, let me look at the Dungeon Master Guide, and I'll tell you how it is. It ain't like that. All right. So that's it's Paul, Slingstone, that's Crinit, that's go ahead and make your melee attacks then, if you would, please. Are you attacking the 3 goblins, or are you attacking the hobgoblin there, Faldarinth?
Whatever's my closest target of opportunity.
3 goblins that had rushed up. They're kind of on the right flank there where you had pivoted from. So yeah, the 3 goblins are close enough.
3
and that's going to be
and I am a 3rd level ranger.
That's
They
one
are
attack
less
on
than
each
1
of
hit
them.
die.
Essentially, unless you just minimize out your going. Actually, no. Even with your minimum, if you hit one of the if you hit one of the goblins, they die. So make your attacks. 9, 10, 11. So that's 1 dead goblin. That is 2 dead goblins.
Wow.
That is 3 dead goblins. M. Lewis 1282 says, where is this encounter? This is a random encounter in the Draken's Grab Hills of the Pomarge as the party continues to try and find the hidden town of Suderhem. All right, so that's all of them dead. Did I roll for Crenit's attack already? I don't. Anyway, so
I still got a hobgoblin on me, right?
yeah, you do. So, did you make your attack already on him?
I
don't
already
think
missed.
you did.
Yes.
You already missed.
Yes.
Okay, then Crenit already missed. Spiritual hammer attack already missed, and did Slingstone shot miss, or did Slingstone go, Yang?
Yeah, I hit with the sling stone for 2, I believe. Although I think I forgot to add in my proficiency bonus.
Right. So you hit for 2. Okay, so moving right along. Goblins.
There's who's left alive? There's 1 hobgoblin, right? That's it.
There's 1 hobgoblin you're fighting, and there's 1 up by the door.
Okay.
Would Suderham be Rutsrima backwards?
I don't know. I'll have to ask Alan Hammock that. I do know that it is named. It is the Northern European sort of English Germanic for South Home, and I've told this story. I told the story before. Alan Hammock was in Lake Geneva in Wisconsin during one of those terrible blizzards that we had in the 1970s in the Midwest. They just shut down the entire country, and he was homesick for his home in southern Alabama, South Home, Suderhem. But also he did it to kind of give a shout out to a friend of his who worked at TSR, the late great David C. Sutherland. And Sutherland, it means the same thing. It means South Home. So
just remember, in Middle English and still in Scottish dialects today, it is Hame.
Hame. Okay.
Hame.
All right. Well, I got to get you and Alan chit-chatting about that sort of thing. I bet he'd enjoy that. All right. So, that ends the round. I'm guessing everybody's just going to try and dogpile this remaining hobgoblin. You're dueling to the death with the one in the room. He is now turning his back to you and attempting to strike the gong. He knows.
He
he
can't
knows
do that. I'm between him and the gong. I put myself between any of them and the gong.
Oh, that's right. He is trying to get past you to strike the.
Yeah.
He is leaning around to try and strike that gong. So. I'm guessing everybody's.
I will make feeble protestations. No, wait, stop, don't.
All right.
Don't kill him.
Okay.
I mean, all I have to do is knock him away. He has to get to the gong. I have a
no. I understand. I understand. All right. Let's do some initiative. And Yang, are you still slinging at the remaining hobgoblin? Or are you moving up to do something?
If I can still see him, I will keep slinging until he's dead.
Alrighty. Then let's roll initiative, and let's see. Great old ones. Roll initiative for us, please. That's a
I can do that.
I got a 1. Party got a 1. So this is all simultaneous combat. The one up by the door.
Range
He
goes
swings.
first.
Oh yes, ranged does go first. So go ahead and fire your sling stone if you would, please, Yang.
So people are trying to tell me that Martha and the Muffins aren't the greatest Canadian band ever.
Wouldn't know. That is a miss.
That's not good.
And that
That'll
is a hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage, please.
And once again, no, stop, surrender, thunk.
Pow! Right between the eyes. He drops like a sack of wheat. They're just like, no, please don't make me. Click. Bonk. Thud. All right. That just leaves us down in the in the tower foundation area. He misses. You just stick your sword out and stop him. Gonzalo, bring an end to this this tragic comic bit here, if you would, please. A 20. Okay.
This plus 6.
That ought to do it.
Yeah, 7.
7. Yeah, I mean, yeah, even with average, yeah, he sticks his sword out to swing. You hold yours out to stop it, and then bring it up his shoulder, and he dies a few seconds later from massive blood loss. All the goblins and hobgoblins now lay dead, scattered around the tower. Crinit is wrapping a bandage around her arm, muttering something about hoping that the hobgoblins didn't have their blades sitting in a knight's oil pot or something like that. Is everyone congregating in the tower stump?
Yeah, I wave everybody up. Let's bring the horses up here too.
Sure. Who
right.
here has been injured? I know Crenit was.
Yeah, Crinit, it's just a scratch, and she implores you. I'm not trying to be brave, but if anyone gets worse injured than I would save it for that.
Anyone else?
No.
No.
Surprisingly, I didn't get touched in any of that.
I don't think so. So
okay.
Well, Crenit's back to full.
She smiles appreciatively and pats you gently on the shoulder. Okay. So looking out of the tower, you can see, by the way, now in the tower, there's a couple of buckets, a small barrel. There's the quivers for arrows that the goblins had. Roy is kind of disdainfully with the tip of his staff poking at the goblins and hobgoblins to see if he hears the chink of coin in any of their purses. There is a wooden locker of some kind that one of the hobgoblins was sitting on, but you guys can now see, perhaps 200 yards down over the rise, still situated between the hills, there is a rough stockade fortress that is occupying the narrow slot valley that comprises the track in front of you.
Where we were headed, correct?
Where you were headed. If you had topped the hills, you basically would have been going straight down towards the stockade gate.
Can we see over to the top of the other rise on the other side of the hill, the other side of the road?
Wait,
a hill
on the other
each side of the road. I thought.
Yes. You can see that, and it is bare. There's no ruin or anything else.
No ambush site. Obvious ambush site over there.
No.
Well, clearly they expected company. I mean, this gong, and they were trying to get to it, so there must be more nearby.
Well, there's the palisade fortress that you can see down.
Oh, that's close enough for them to hear
yards.
this. Okay.
Likely.
Yeah. This is effectively just a watchtower. They're not meant to hold any kind of real position. They're just meant to sound the alarm and book it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Walt leaning on it. Walt sitting on a shattered column stump there says, "Yep, probably to pick one or two curious people off, but anything bigger or badder like us, they were supposed to ring the gong and let them know down below."
Well, we got lucky. I don't think we're going to find any easier welcome there, but at least we have temporary lodging. They may send people to relieve this group. What's everybody else thinking at this point?
How many
We get the
fireballs do we
same
have?
fate.
I don't know. How many
Walt-
does Roy have?
Or Roy, I said Walt. Roy, it's a good question. Roy can cast not a bunch. He's not.
I don't know, but one or two. Is it
I gotta
two?
check his spell table here.
Yeah. We have the Ring of Shooting Stars too.
Yes, he can cast. Well, he has a lightning bolt memorized and a fireball. He likes to be tactically flexible.
Well, one and the Ring of Shooting Stars, because I think that has a big flashy, like once per week or whatever the hell, like nuke it from orbit ability.
Oh yeah. I could use that.
I think in that sense, this is is this a fortified town or is this just a small fort?
This is a small fort.
Like 100 by 100 feet small fort.
If that.
If
Yeah,
that, okay.
it's not huge, and it is kind of hard to see. You can you can see a couple of low fires burning.
Then party, as crazy as this might sound coming out of my mouth because Derek's not here for once. I honestly think hitting that gate with a fireball and the ring and just as a 1-2 punch, that probably would bring it down, and we just march ourselves in.
Yeah, we could do that.
Unless we have the means of turning the thief invisible, slipping in and opening the gate for us, but that's real hazardous for the thief. So,
well, I mean, if I'm invisible,
do we have a method of that? Can someone cast invisibility?
I can make him silent.
Well, that's
Walt
one.
shakes
That's
his
good.
head. I can't turn anything invisible. I mean,
Well-
I can make stuff go away, but I
Yes.
don't think that's what you mean.
Yeah, Roy.
I keep saying Walt. I mean Roy. Roy.
let's just make with the explosions then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean that's how I make stuff go away. But you're fine. You're fine.
So you think we stand to gain more maintaining surprise and just rushing in than because my thought was they're probably going to try to check on this group and send some more out here we could kill when they
You're
come
going
to
to try
check.
and bleed them.
Yeah, bleed them a little bit before they even realize we're here.
My only concern if we bleed them is that if any of the group that we bleed gets away, any at all, they then have an alarm. So if we do, it'll have to be a pretty tactical strike, kind of like what we just did. And I would think the best bet for us to do at that stage would be to all lay in the rubble, lead the horses away from the tower, lay in the rubble where we are behind the wall, so that when they come up inside, they have to fully come up in to see what's wrong. And
my only problem with going the full force is that we're draining a lot of our spell ability as a group with a massive upfront assault, and if things go bad, we then have less of that available.
Yeah, if
Or-
things go bad, we still have a lightning bolt. There's going to be some webs, I think, available and stuff.
Yeah. Well, so we both put forth an idea. What does everyone else think?
Well, if we could capture one, I could interrogate him.
Well, I mean, yeah, we could capture one of the goblins or hobgoblins and
Yeah,
and
we did
talk
sort
to
of
them
kill all
if
of
they're
these.
going to
here.
want to talk to us. And be
Well,
angry.
counterpoint: the paladin's not here,
Well,
and it is.
true.
Is it?
However-
Is it dusk, DM?
It is now almost completely night.
Excellent.
Can these things see in the dark? Goblins and such?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
goblins
yes.
and hobgoblins have
Oh
infravision.
yes.
Okay, that's an
Also,
advantage.
also, it's getting cold. Crinit is throwing a couple more lumps of charcoal onto the fire and rubbing her hands.
My spells reset because it's evening, and I'm going to prep speak with dead. The paladin's not here to bitch.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You had that and you couldn't use it?
I can't use it
Why
with
not?
the paladin in the party.
Yeah, we should have been using that all along.
I wanted to. I argued the point, but no, it's evil. Even though it's not actually evil, but no, it's evil. So I didn't win that argument.
That's okay.
I mean, the school of spellcasting is necromancy, but cure light wounds is also necromancy.
Right.
Also,
Yeah.
and here's my biggest argument against that definition. Most sorcery by medieval standards was necromancy.
Yeah.
It was all necromancy. Necromancy just meant dealing with spirits. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. And I think that if we're going to do that, so that's on the path to at least half bleeding them, right? We're just going to get some information and then decide from there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn a hobgoblin into a sock puppet.
Who are elves here?
I'm a half elf.
Okay, and Faldarinth is half elf as well.
Yes.
And then Fingers, remind me? Can your people see in the dark?
Of course we can.
So I think we have our guards. Well, anyone who can see in the dark should definitely be taking a rotation of guard duty overnight.
Roy says, "Well, I didn't get a chance to exhaust any spells, so I don't necessarily mind sitting up for guard duty as long as I can stay close to this brazier over here, such as it is."
Absolutely. We'll. I mean, it sounds like we. How long will it take you to cast that spell? Will you be able to learn it or pray for it, and then have another spell tomorrow? Or
I will be able to have another speak with dead tomorrow.
okay,
Because that's the way it works. Like that's the way restoring spells and stuff works. I choose my spells. I choose what number. I can then rest for 4 hours or whatever, and yada 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 yada. So, in that sense, I can ask him. I can question him. I can ask him 2 questions. I can rest for an hour or so. I can then cast it again and ask him 2 more questions.
Well, it's a
Rinse,
third level
repeat.
spell, so yeah.
It's a level 3 spell, so I'd have to rest for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I have the chart on my character sheet. Yeah, 6 hours. That
Now
chart's a
you
pain to find in the book.
you guys have corpses aplenty, but I generally rule it as 1 questioning per corpse. So, but again, you have corpses aplenty.
That's a fair rule. That's
And you must also be able to converse in the language in which the dead creature can speak.
of course.
can we kick North of the Rockies out of the chat? He's doing puns.
North of the Rockies. No, in fact, I will promote North of the Rockies to chat monitor.
Now-
Vampires aren't evil; they're just necromancers. I'm reminded of the of the late great Mitch Hedberg, who said, "Yeah, I went to a new doctor. He just wanted to take blood from my neck. Man, don't go see that Dr. Acula.
Though interesting point, as it says on page 48, at least of my copy of the player's handbook, up to 7th level I get 2 questions. 7th to 8th level I get 3 questions. Technically speaking, I am 7th level and I'm the better
Yes.
part of 8th level at this point. So do I get 3
Yes.
questions?
Yes, you will.
Okay, so
Up
I can
to
actually get 3.
means like a 6th and under.
Okay.
So yes, you will get 3.
So what do we want to ask? How many people are inside is probably one. Do they receive routine reinforcements is probably the second one. And
Do they have prisoners
sure.
or slaves?
Sure.
Probably want to ask about any ambush or traps.
Remember, it is to the best of this creature's knowledge. So
I will make a note while this discussion is happening that I'm at the opening, watching the path, watching the room.
okay. Cool. Sound like a plan, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have any other questions we want to ask tomorrow morning when I question the second hobgoblin?
Let's see what they answer first before we decide what those questions will be.
I'm thinking the traps question will be in the secondary line of questioning.
That's fine.
Yeah. So
Maybe
think
we
of
found
2
it.
more because I can ask 3. So
Check if there's a continental breakfast. Yeah.
I mean, asking about store and supply is actually quite smart. Are they fortified for a siege? Yes or no?
I would say that would be down the list. There's probably better questions before we get to that one.
Well, the nice thing is we'd be able to refill our food, etc.
Mm-hmm.
We have been out here for a few days. All right, Bill. I'm going to light some incense and animum, animus, animum, was it? Animum, animus, animum. I don't remember what the line from Hellboy now.
I remember the scene you're talking about. It should say, does this robe make me look fat?
With Yvonne.
No, all the bread you eat does. All right. So, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? You cast Speak with Dead. What questions do you have for the hobgoblins? Filmed over eyes pop open. They roll around as it gazes sightlessly in horror, but then they click and fix on you.
Number 1, how many individuals how many individuals in the fort?
And you do speak hobgoblin, so he says, a cohort of goblins and hobgoblins.
Okay. A cohort.
That's a military term. Is that
yes, but a
Probably
full
count that high.
That's 480 individuals is a cohort.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he could be using it loosely. That, like I said, that's a small palisade. You didn't see 480 hobgoblins.
He doesn't know what cohort means.
Apparently, okay.
It means more than he can count on his hands.
Second question: do they get regular resupply?
Yes.
I should have actually asked that question differently. I'm an idiot. Okay. Do you have any slaves and/or prisoners? If so, how many?
Yes. Some. He then his hand jerkily reaches up and sinks into his own throat and rips his esophagus out.
Oh,
nice. Okay. Well, friends, I will rest for 6 hours, and I can then cast Speak with Ged again tomorrow morning. So let's save the other hobgoblin, shall we?
Well,
Sure.
or I'm sorry, Roy just kind of watches this goes on, and his mouth is agape with horror, and he goes, "Now I know why the paladin didn't want you to do that."
Yeah, I didn't know they ripped their throat out at the end. They could have given us a heads up.
If it makes you feel any better, it didn't hurt him. He can't feel pain.
It's not about his pain. It's about me getting ready to throw up.
Dude, I threw up in your helmet every time we kill living beings. Like, this doesn't bother me.
All right. So yeah, the hobgoblin is dead, and Roy like goes over next to one of the tower walls and just kind of pulls his robe around himself far from the charcoal fire and just like puts his back to it so he doesn't have to look at it because its eyes are still open, you know.
Well, that's fine. I'll be kind, and I'll drag the desecrated corpse out in across the side and pile it with the rest of them.
Tracking the notes on the answers to these questions, Holder?
Yes, I have, and they're not really worth a tinker's damn.
Okay. We are also just taking a look inside the tower. If there's rations, arrows, if people are missing arrows from combat, we take whatever we can from the tower.
Yeah, there's arrows. There's a couple of crossbows if you want those. There's short bows. The goblins had short bows. They each had a full quiver of arrows. The wooden locker, which does not have a latch on it or anything like that.
Have we opened that?
I mean, you can if you want.
I mean, we haven't. Let's. How you feeling there, Fingers?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
I'm feeling all right enough to take a look at that. What is it?
It's just like a wooden foot locker.
A wooden foot locker.
Wouldn't somebody have a key? Maybe we should look for the bodies for that first.
It's not locked. There's no visible lock on it.
Oh, okay.
So Fingers will
wooden locker.
he just into one hand and rubs them together, and he's gonna check for traps on that thing.
All right, let's check your fart. All right, you do not locate any traps on the chest.
Nice.
Well, must be perfectly safe then. So who
Thankfully,
wants to
poison's
open
not a
it?
trap.
Do you need help opening it?
All right. He will take out his dagger and he'll try to like he'll stand back as far as he can and try to pry it open.
Which for you is about 11 inches.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, the lid opens fairly easily. There are 2 rough burlap sacks in here.
There you go. Burlap.
Hey, Folderenth.
Yes.
I have an idea. Can you give me a hand with a couple of these goblins? I want to stand them up with their crossbows and just make them look like they're actually doing their job.
Make them look like they're looking over the wall. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Shove a spear up their butt and just make them look attentive.
Paul will look in the burlap bags.
It is really, really, really hard to see, but fortunately you have magic weapons, which are kind of glowy.
Yeah.
One is full of yams and one is full of coal.
Okay.
That's useful.
Yeah, I mean, are the yams edible? Do they smell okay?
I mean, yeah, those like they were pulled up out of the dirt kind of recently, but yeah.
I mean,
they smell like hobgoblin farts.
Yeah, if worse comes to worse, we have extra yam rations, which I'll pass a yam around to everybody.
You just bury them under the coals and eat them in an hour.
Yeah,
or that
you can do that. Okay, so you can start preparing yams if you want. The better part of the evening passes, and no one No one comes. Crinit and Roy take the first watch for a couple of hours, then lay down to an uneasy sleep, and then the rest of you gents can divide them however you want.
I'm sleeping.
All right.
Fingers will take the second.
Okay.
It's always
Pre-dawn.
dark before the dawn. Yeah.
Pre-dawn. It is freezing cold and dark, but you all can have yams for breakfast if you want.
Perfect.
Nice.
Put my armor back on and
All right.
take a look out over the road to see if I can see anyone coming or going over the stretch of road that we're overlooking.
In the dark, it's hard to see, but you don't hear anything along the way. You're propped up goblins with crossbows kind of shoved into their hands. Report nothing.
All right, gents. What questions do we have for the other the other gentleman here?
Do they have any unusual creatures or guardians?
Ooh, okay. So what? Well, the better question would be, what unusual creatures?
Yes.
Like what guardians? Right.
Yes,
He mentioned a cohort of goblins, but
right.
yeah.
What unusual or powerful guardians are here?
Asking about their leader might be smart.
That's true. Yeah, that too.
And there was a question about traps. Anything else?
That's all I can think of right now.
Fingers, thoughts?
He just shrugs his shoulders.
What about if I asked them where the latrine was?
Look, I'm not crawling through the latrine to get in.
But I'm being dead. I'm being dead serious. It's going to be the least guarded portion of the fort.
No.
Okay, just a thought.
Fingers a halfling crawled through 500 yards of shit.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions, Jens?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to ask him about how many individuals they has, because if he also says a cohort, I'm going to be a little concerned.
Okay.
That's because number wise, and yeah, a quarter legion would be quite scary.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Bill. I will burn some more incense here and grab another sock puppet.
Okay. First question. Ask.
Sure. What are the strongest creatures in the fort?
Big Captain Sergeants.
What traps do you have defending the fort?
No traps.
How many individuals in specificity do you have in the fort?
He kind of stops. Few dozen.
Thank you.
And then he reaches up, shoves his hands in his mouth, and rips off his lower jaw.
Excellent.
It doesn't sound like they have much in the way of unusual creatures unless he's not aware of them.
I'm going to grab the back of his head and his bottom jaw and use him like a puppet. Yeah, there you go. So we have a few dozen individuals to deal with, it sounds like, and no traps, and very importantly, nothing crazy, just a couple of big old bosses. So how about burning down that front gate?
Yeah, I mean, that seems more likely that we could strike a blow that would just utterly demoralize them potentially. I mean, maybe not, but
there's only one problem. it's no longer nighttime, and that ring of shooting stars is not going to have any impact. So
Why?
I
'Cause
hope
it only works at night.
you got it.
Okay.
And I hope that's why it's a ring of shooting stars. And I hope Roy prepped 2 fireballs, and I'm gonna swivel my head back over at him.
Roy's just sitting, like, pushed as far up against the wall he can, looking at the hobgoblin who just tore his own lower jaw off, going, but he goes,
Excellent. Somebody hand that guy a wineskin.
all right.
We did worse things in the academy. You should see what we did to our former lecture hall instructors.
Credit. Roy just shudders and takes a drink of wine, muttering something about, I never want to hear another word about weird and cruel magic users again. Credit makes a comment, though. She says, they may be sending another rotation of guards up here.
Exactly.
Right. Now, with part of the possible plan, if we could ambush the guards, that would be fewer of them in the fort.
Right.
Agreed.
They would be expecting a group to be coming back down the road towards the stockade.
Well, really crazy idea. I mean, truly crazy idea. Do we want to try and put a couple of us in their armor?
All right, now you lost me.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only person you've got who's goblin sized is
Fingers.
Yeah, looking down at
the kid, and he's even a little smaller than they are.
I don't know what we gain by that. I would say either the ring of shooting stars would be nice to have at night. I think we can. If I had my druthers, we would try to make one more ambush on whoever they send out here, if they send anyone out, and if not, we attack at nightfall tomorrow night.
This is an open fort, correct?
Yeah, a palisade top. They don't have it's not mounted, it's not up on a rampart, and they don't have like matchlocation on the top of the
advantage we have is for a day assault, even though we lose a ring of shooting stars, is goblins and the like do not like daytime.
Do they have hoardings, Bill?
No.
Hoardings. Okay.
Yeah, no. This is what you could make out in the dark or in the twilight was, this is literally logs bound together in a loose square and maybe some larger cabin like or smaller cabin like structure or two within.
Yeah, it's like a Roman camp.
El Shehi does make a good point. They are going to be looking for army guys. If one of us dresses up like a clown and just walks towards the gate, they won't think we're adventurers.
Well, that's what I mean. Is like if we can put like the halfling in like a goblin suit.
No, I was making a joke. It was
okay.
Family Guy joke. Sorry. I mean, yeah. So, I mean, my thought would be see if we can get one more ambush on them before tomorrow night. I mean, or in the day, early in the day, and then if no one comes early in the day, then we can. I'm fine with attacking during the day. It seems we have, as Falderin said, we have a little advantage because it hurts them and helps us visually.
Yep.
So maybe does that sound good?
Yep. And then Lancelot and Galahad and I climb out of the rabbit. Sorry.
Exactly.
That's if we boiled a large wooden badger. Yes.
All right. So you begin to formulate your plans for the attack on the goblin stockade there as you are fighting your way through the Draken's Grab, your ultimate goal, the location of Suderham, whatever it may be. But now we must pause. We have come to the end of this evening revels, and I want to thank all of my players, of course. Thank Kyle. You can find him at D&D Disability here on YouTube. I must insist that you go subscribe. Yang Yan Zhao, who is at Yang Yan Zhao #4 here on YouTube. Also, please subscribe. Great Old Ones channel here on YouTube. Again, do the right thing. Subscribe. And Gonzalo, if you want to see more Gonzalo, just hang around here. That's a good thing to do too. So thank you all, gentlemen. It was great to be back. And please help yourselves to some refreshments in the green room whilst I say farewell to our audience. So the rest of you guys, thank you again, all yourselves, for being here. And I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's schedule is going to be a little different. It will be a later stream, but I will be here. And tomorrow night, because I didn't stream last night, we're going to catch up on stuff that I did at PageCon and a few other things. So everybody, thank you all very, very much for being here tonight. I love you all. Shout out to Grimhammer and Gonzalo for the supers. And just want to let you know that regardless of what your plans are, plans are a thing you do while owl bears are making other plans. Peace, good night, and I'll see you next time.
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere, in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around, some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle, way off course? Naked as a toad, all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me